Country News, and I'm chatting here with Sacha. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
You grew up in Montreal, and you were born in Montreal, and you grew up in Ontario, and now Nashville is listening to you. So, what perspective or edge would you say you bring now being played, in Nashville with that unique background you have?
I think it's quite an interesting thing because it happened quite organically. Yes, I was born in Montreal, and I grew up in a small town in Ontario. That's where I got a taste of country music and country living. My parents were musicians, and just the lifestyle in a whole is what contributed to me as an artist and country artist. And when I put up my new EP, a lot of the attention was taking place in the US and added to A-list editorial playlists in Nashville, in the US, and a lot more connections that I've developed since the release of this EP.
So how would you say inspiration strikes you first?
I've been inspired by the musicianship of my parents and the music that was played. There was a variety of music played when I was growing up. So I've got a variety of inspiration when it comes to music. But my mother played Patsy Cline on repeat, and that was like my first taste and impression of country music. And it left a lasting impression because I love Patsy and I love to do her covers, and I love country music. And from a traditional standpoint, that's what I appreciate about country music. Although, yeah, I'm a little more commercialized, a little more pop country with my new EP, but hands down, from the initial perspective, I love classic and traditional country music.
What kind of feeling do you want your fans to take away when they listen to your music?
I want people to have answers or just have an outlet when they listen to my music, whether it's about being brokenhearted or having standards or having a good time for all the 9-to-5ers or the down and outers. There's just a song for everyone. So the impression is just kind of having a solution and an outlet.
Country music has historically been predominantly male and white, but slowly but surely the industry has began embracing more diversity. So what changes have you seen in recent years, and what message does that send to women who want to pursue country, women and girls and people of color?
I think that we're on the cusp of some really interesting evolutionary or revolutionary things happening in country music, specifically for women and women of color, or people of all sorts of backgrounds. So I'm optimistic about which direction country music's heading in.
So we like to make sure our listeners are in the know. So I have to ask this next question. What's next for Sacha?
Oh, geez. A lot of things. It's interesting. I just got news that my single, Standards, has broken top 50 in Canadian country radio charts, which is a big deal. And so we're anticipating some climb and some more excitement coming with a success like that for a female in country music. And I'm also featured as CMT's Next Up Artist, where my music video Cheers, which is a song off my EP, will be world premiere in Nashville and across the US on CMT. So check that out, look out for me this month. And then some more exciting things to come that I'm probably not at liberty to say right now, but when you follow me on my socials and my Instagram and Facebook, you will be the first to know, if you find me there, of all the exciting things that are happening.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait for what's coming next. And it's been so great chatting with you, Sacha.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Trish, for having me.
Just cheers. Just